Hey everybody, hope you're having an awesome day. We're back here in Dragonvale, and today we're going to be showing you how to breed the Coldforge Dragon. It's one of 3 dragons that came out on February 21st, 2017. It's a cold hybrid dragon, and we have a banner we're going to put up that you've probably seen by now, but there's the Coldforge Dragon right on the left, the first dragon there. It looks pretty cool, all made of metal. And cold forge or cold forging is a metal forming process that's done at room temperature. So it's some of these big machines that push the metal into the shapes that they need. Now we can check out the info on the Coldforge Dragon in the social tab. If it's still in your news tab, you can scroll down right here. There's the Coldforge Dragon. We can also go take a look at it in goals, and if you don't see it in featured, tap the show all button, and there it is right there. Same info as you saw in the news tab, and then the final place we can take a look at is in the market, and tap on the dragons button there, and there's a Coldforge right there. If you don't have it appear right at the front, you can just use the filter, tap on the cold and metal filters, and you should be able to find it. Now you can buy the Coldforge Dragon for 875 gems. The elements are cold and metal. It starts at 12 dragon cash a minute, and incubation time is 20 hours. If you have an upgraded cave or island, it will be 16 hours. So we've got the Coldforge Dragon, and we have bred it in the upgraded breeding island right over here somewhere. Hold on a second. Getting disoriented here in our own park. There it is right there. And we used an Elder Cold and a level 20 Forge Dragon, and it's still got a bit of time left on the breeding, but we have Gia and Kairos active, so we're going to speed up the breeding with Kairos first. And before we activate Kairos, we always make sure we got all our habitats cashed out. All our breeding areas are going, including the co-op. We got a full nursery, and we also do food and get that going. So we're going to quickly get our food going before we activate Kairos. And everything else is done. We've collected all our cash from the habitat. So there's one more. And also, one other thing, if you do have the greenhouse here, make sure you've cashed it out. If it's maxed out, make sure you collect the food from that, because Kairos will speed up your greenhouse as well. So make sure you collect from that if it's already full, and then Kairos will speed it up another 6 hours. So let's go speed up Kairos. Let Kairos do his thing and speed up the park for 6 hours. And it speeds up a whole bunch of stuff. We'll collect the dragon cash and our food a bit later. But what we're interested in right now is speeding up our breed time on the Coldforge Dragon. So it got it down to 5 hours, and we're going to speed up the rest of it. Oh, we got to clear out our quest here first. Oh, that was a pretty good haul of dragon cash. And we sped up a few eggs here, so we're going to do our brass dragon. We already have 2 and 2 pedestals, so we'll sell that one. And we're going to get our Coldforge Dragon and speed it up with a few gems, with 6 gems actually, and get it in to the nursery. And there's the new Coldforge egg in the nursery. And we also have Gia ready. So we're going to speed this up 100% with Gia. So we're going to activate Gia, pick our Coldforge egg, and speed it up so it's already done. So that saved us a ton of time. Okay, now we're going to hatch our Coldforge Dragon into a metal habitat right over here. And here comes the Coldforge Dragon. Looking pretty cool. And we'll collect a couple of gems with a few posts to Twitter and Facebook, 1 and 2. And here's our Coldforge Dragon in the metal habitat. And we're going to level it up all the way to level 20. We got lots of dragon cash. And already at 73 a minute. Level 11, 98 a minute for dragon cash. And let's see how high it goes. I don't think it's going to break 200. So 173 dragon cash a minute for the Coldforge Dragon. Yeah, it's looking pretty awesome. All made of bits of cold metal. And there it is in the park. Looking pretty cool. It's a good sized dragon. Walking around doing his Coldforge thing in the metal habitat. There he is flying around. Awesome. A couple of other combos you can try. We got it with the Elder Cold and the Forge Dragon at level 20. You can also try a Mine and a Steel Dragon, or a Metal and a Steel Dragon, an Elder Metal and an Elder Cold, or I would assume a Metal and a Cold Dragon at the highest level you can get them, and an Evergreen and a Thorn Dragon is also a good combo to use. So try one of those combos and level them up as high as you can, and just start breeding away in the cave or the island. And you can also try breeding in the co-op cave if you don't have an Elder Cold, and you can use like a Forge or a Metal Dragon with someone else's Elder Cold Dragon. Or also it would work with an Elder Metal if you don't have an Elder Metal. Find someone with an Elder Metal in the co-op. So the Coldforge Dragon is a permanent dragon, so it's going to be available until you're ready to start breeding for it. So there's no real rush on this dragon. And we're going to go check it out in the Dragonarium. Also, with this dragon, we've gotten all the dragons once again. And we're at 343 of 343 dragons. And we can just scroll down here quickly to the Coldforge Dragon. And there it is there. You can see it, the baby and the juvenile Coldforge Dragon. And then the adult Coldforge Dragon. I really like this dragon. It looks really, really good. It's got that solid metal look to it. Lots of great animation on it. The colors are nice. Very nice coloring. So there it is in the Dragonarium. We have all the dragons, which means our flame is back on, which is very cool. And we have our flame back on our Dragonarium. It was out for a few days while we were breeding these 3 new dragons, but we have it back on once again. One last thing I like to do is go back to the Coldforge and hit the blue heart and put it up in my co-op if anybody wants to breed with the Coldforge, which may result in a Coldforge twin for myself and whoever else breeds with this Coldforge Dragon. You can also, if you have a Cold Elder or a Cold Metal, an Elder Metal Dragon or an Elder Cold Dragon, you could put one of those dragons up in to the co-op, and if someone breeds with those, you may get a twin Coldforge or a twin of one of the other 2 dragons that recently came out that were the Cold Hybrid Dragons. So there you have it, the Coldforge Dragon. Start breeding it in your park. Good luck getting this dragon. Let us know what combo works for you. I hope this video was very helpful. Please leave a like or a thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe for more videos on Dragonvale. We'll see you guys next time.